Introducing first out of the black corner, making her return here to grind. From Richmond, Virginia, the submission sniper, Jordan Blade! And her opponent wrestling out of the red corner, making her grind debut.
And don't you forget it, not you, Alyssa, you watching at home on IWTV or the Pro Wrestling Grind YouTube channel. Jordan Blade, Elle Valentine, first time ever, truly a brave new world.
I think Jordan Blade was trying to see if we wanted to call everything off and just go get some brewskis, but I think Elle Valentine would prefer an energy drink. After.
Tip your bartenders here at the Florence VFW. They're pouring wonderfully.
No doubt about that. Now in this first time ever matchup, the drinks may be flowing, everyone's having a good time, but it is a brave new world, and it is a first time feeling out process. Great evasion so far from Elle Valentine, but definitely want to keep that in mind that once Jordan Blade gets those hooks sunk in, it gets a little dicey from the submission sniper.
Yes, indeed, hailing from the DMV, the Department of Mass Violence. And Jordan waiting, willing, and able to settle into that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background. And look at that face of Jordan Blade. Oh, it's like a day at the dojo.
Oh, cracked with the back elbow. Jordan was looking positively nonplussed at that suplex attempt from Elle Valentine.
And Jordan Blade, last time around here at Pro Wrestling Grind, as we had said, You Better Run, stepped up to Davien, the gatekeeper, was turned away, and now Elle Valentine, hoping to follow in the footsteps of Davien, but around the way goes Elle Valentine with the head scissors.
And Jordan Blade, I think, might have been taking Elle Valentine, take it for granted. But now Elle double knee straight to the back of Blade, putting forth some extra effort.
Last time around, Jordan Blade was not at the experience advantage. May have thought that would make a big difference, because Jordan Blade, the senior combatant between these two, when it comes to years of experience. Now the full mount raining down the rights.
Super sharp elbows colliding. Ooh. And booted right to that elevator cable like bottom rope.
And now the cravat hooked up,
keeping Elle Valentine prone to drive forth these kicks straight to the side of the dome. Floats in with that bridge. Not quite enough to keep Valentine down. Now, if there's one thing I'll say about Elle Valentine, ever impressive in the resilience department.
Oh, yeah. Now, game until the end. I wouldn't say very new to the game, but compared to Jordan Blade in the experience department, Jordan Blade has the clear advantage. But Elle Valentine makes clear advances every single time she's in a ring. And now Jordan Blade, utilizing that striking acumen, and we know Jordan Blade primarily as a prolific grappler. Only two.
I think that's the impressive thing about Blade is that she keeps evolving and has had those opportunities like at the WWE ID Women's Championship when that title was open. Got to experience with a lot of different people, share the ring with people who had different skill sets than her, and I think it only made her a stronger competitor. But now look at Elle Valentine getting back up to a vertical base.
Both of these two combatants, that's one thing they have in common. They love leaning into the adversity that professional wrestling has to offer. Look no further. Elle Valentine trying to batter Jordan Blade over the Matthews Bridge. Jordan Blade, other ideas in mind. The ripcord right on into the Hurricane.
And set. Over heels with the suplex. Jordan Blade now wisely repositioning. Valentine now hooks the leg. Only two. Valentine is still in this fight.
The adjustments that Jordan Blade has made to her game is not going unnoticed, I'll tell you that.
Definitely not.
Jordan Blade, I remember at You Better Run. I had one of the best seats in the house, and Jordan Blade seemed for a bit of that contest outmatched because of the experience advantage. That is not the case here.
Definitely shoe on the other foot from that first appearance in 2021 at Pro Wrestling Grind. This might as well be a different wrestler altogether now. Cinching in, compromising Valentine's ability to draw breath.
And the grounded cravat, unless you know that particular combination of that lock, very difficult to find your way out of. But Elle Valentine, as we'd said, not entirely certain of the combination, but all heart, all guts, gonna find a way.
Yeah, never doubt the ability of just a shot to the midsection to even the playing field. Now get that back elbow up.
Jordan Blade, some space created, now coming in hot, face first, into the Pro Wrestling Grind corners.
And Valentine mustering that strength. Blade in her sights. Into that
cannonball! Well done. And that's a phase shifter for Elle Valentine.
Something like this drastically can change the complexion of a match as Valentine now going into the cover, hooks the leg. Blade able to kick out, but you can see still nursing that jaw.
Now, both of these two taking the wind out of the sails of one another. Hard to follow up on the high-octane maneuvers.
But now Blade has Valentine on the shoulders. Valentine slips out the back. Blade off the ropes, now into that suplex, snaps with it.
Jordan Blade's momentum used against her. Elle Valentine, only two.
Blade says no. A moment like this, the opportunity to make a return to Pro Wrestling Grind after so much time away, could only be rivaled by the gravity of making a debut at Pro Wrestling Grind.
The moment not lost on either one. Debut versus return. Elle Valentine, Jordan Blade here at Pro Wrestling Grind's Brave New World.
Valentine staggered into the corner. Blade now rushing through into a back elbow shot from the Nu Thang.
Undeterred, meets the boot, but Jordan other ideas in mind.
Sent over face first, and now Blade jockeying for position. Now rolls into the rear naked choke. This is a match ender. Elle Valentine
trying to intelligently defend.